Okay, Kirk, we've got a question now. This comes in from Gloria from Portage La Prairie, and she's asking about her makeup sponges and her powder puffs. We get all your questions, Facebook, Twitter. We try and handle them in the show. So she wants to know how do you maintain the sponges and the powder puffs, because they get dirty.
Well, they do, and it's a really good question, and there's a lot of different facets to this, because first of all, you want to make sure your tools are clean, whether it be the sponge that comes in your compact or the brush that you're using to put your makeup on, because if not, you're going to transfer bacteria onto the skin, and that can actually enhance the possibility of breakout or, you know, discoloration, uneven skin tone. Like, it can really lead to further problems. So that's sort of rule number one. Keep everything nice and clean to help avoid bacteria buildup and transference onto the face itself. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, to answer her question directly, let's talk about some of the tools you're using. So in a compact, for instance, quite often you get it and it comes with either a sponge or a puff. Now in this case, this is a mineral-based makeup powder. Actually, mineral-based powders have antibacterial qualities to them, so they actually don't build up the bacteria, as it turns out. But if you're not using a mineral-based powder, you want to actually try to keep the little plastic that comes with it to help, you know, protect it. Keep the side you're using, keep it upright when you are putting it back into the compact. And definitely you want to clean it. And I'll talk about how to keep them clean in a minute.
Okay, perfect.
Second of all, if you're using a cream-based compact, and here's a good example here of how the applicator, the sponge, is kept in the bottom, right here. And it has little holes in the bottom to allow the air to breathe and to help avoid bacteria buildup as well. So keep an eye open for that when you're purchasing and when you're maintaining your products, especially when they're in compacts. Now, in terms of keeping everything clean, there's a few routes that you can go. When we're working here, for instance, we have to work really quickly. But we want to make sure we use clean tools on our models here. So one of the things that we can do is use a spray cleaner that comes from, in this case it's Quo, but there's many different types out there. Spray like a paper towel is better than Kleenex because it'll hold better. And then you simply, let me just do this where we can see it, you simply would just wipe the brush over like that.
Give it a quick clean.
Now, if you want to go a little bit more in depth, you can use a facial cloth, a facial cleanser, and do the same thing. Or you can take a different type of cleanser for your brushes, apply it on. In this case, it's a mousse. And then you could simply do it that way. And you're going to get a little extra cleansing.
Now, and then you have to wait for that to dry before you can use it.
And actually, that raises another good point, Tracy. Drying. Don't put them into a container like a glass or anything upright when they're drying. Keep them flat, because that's going to help maintain the glue and help maintain the hair of the brush itself. Now, some people you'll hear talk about using a baby shampoo. Perfectly good, but, and that's not bad, you know, put some water, put the shampoo, you know, rinse it out, and then lie flat to dry. But I do prefer using proper makeup artist brand cleansers, because you're getting, you know, your cleanser, the conditioner, the alcohol, which helps to disinfect, all in one package. Whereas a baby shampoo, you're just getting the cleanser part.
Would you say the same with dishwashing liquid? Because I think some people sometimes use that as well.
Yeah, if it's very, very gentle and very mild, you know, you're soaking in it kind of thing. But,
now, I want to know how to clean those puffs.
So same idea. You can use a little cleanser.
Use this on it?
Yes, you could, and let it air, you know, rinse it out and let it air dry. So before you put it back into the compact and shut the top of it, you would want it to air dry thoroughly before doing that.
I was never cleaning mine. I would just go out and get a whole other stack of them. I didn't even think about that. Well, you can always do that
too, I suppose. Have a little supply
of
sponges and puffs as you know, rotate them through.
Very nice. Let's talk about just quickly how often you need to clean those brushes.
You really should clean them every time. And if you're going to a counter to get your makeup done, make sure those brushes are clean.
Every time.
Are you recoiling because you don't do that?
No, I do it every time.
Yeah, of course you do.